Now here's an important shot that you need to know because of the nature of it. It's a fairway bunker shot, but at the same time, practicing in the fairway bunker at the driving range or on the golf course is fantastic to help your swing stay centered. Centered golf swings perform extremely well. If the center of your swing starts to move around, that's where you get into trouble, and that's where we talked about your washing machine, right? Tends to get off kilter. So pay very close attention to how I'm going to put my feet in the sand. Of course, you're allowed to take a fair stance. The way I take my fair stance is I'm going to use the inside of my feet only. So you notice how I shuffled my feet into the sand this way. So I have a natural doorstop on both sides of my body. This is going to help me stay extremely centered in the shot. Now, just like the uphill shot and the ball below the feet shot, to stay very balanced in the sand because it tends to move around, this is also a very good shot to stay completely flat-footed. Now, staying completely flat-footed is also going to help you clear that left side. So when you're doing that uphill shot, you still have access to the target because the left side is still clearing. The reason why it's clearing well is because your right foot's staying on the ground through impact. So, without further ado, let's have a couple of shots here. So I'm going to shuffle my feet in there, play the ball centered, so I catch the ball first and then catch the ground. So I'm going to draw a little line here just to show you. Obviously, you're not allowed to touch the sand before the ball in the fairway bunker because it's a hazard. But for the sake of this video and your learning, we're going to do that. So this is nice and centered. I want to feel like everything's going to bottom out naturally, slightly in front of the ball. So I'm going to favor a little more weight on my left side. I'm going to toss everything up and whip everything through. So you notice I'm catching the ball first and then I'm catching the sand. So you will take a solid divot in the sand here. Nice and flat-footed. Okay, we're going to do one more. Little smoother, heavier momentum. There we go. So I want to feel a nice slap across the sand with the sole of the club. So let's have a look at this. Secure my feet. Ball in the center. I've got my target. So a nice, effortless, powerful whip over those trees and into that fairway. Here we go. Oh, just beautiful. Nice, solid contact. Notice at the end of my swing, I'm very balanced. Got the weight against my left side, nice and solid. I still feel some solid pressure from the right. Stayed extremely centered through the shot, and as you can see, there's the line. I caught the ball first, and then I caught the sand. So this is a fantastic exercise for you to practice on a regular basis. Go to your local driving range, find a sanded area like this, plug your feet really solid in the sand, and do some perpetual motion swing and see where your club naturally bottoms out. Notice it's always bottoming out at the same place because I'm staying very centered in the sand, okay? Now, as far as, choosing which club, I would recommend you take one extra club. Like if it's a 7-iron shot, take a 6-iron. If it's supposedly a pitching wedge shot, go ahead and take a smooth 9-iron. So you always feel that it's going to be an effortless motion. The minute you try to hit the ball too hard, then your feet will tend to lose their footing and you're gonna, the shot's gonna be a disaster, okay? One last little tidbit. The most important thing, obviously, to move the ball forward is to make sure that you can clear the lip in front here, right? If you don't think you can reach the green, then don't try to take, a club where you feel like, yeah, I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to try to get the ball as far as possible. Try to separate the yardage to the green and make sure you get over that lip. So if you feel like a 7-iron is, touchy, then go ahead and take an 8, even a 9-iron. Take that effortless, powerful whip through the ball, get the ball over the lip, get back into play. That's the most important part, all right? Hope you enjoyed that, and I know you're going to be successful with this technique.